Alrighty, what's going on, guys? It's all Chubster back on the MX bikes. I know, right? What? MX bikes on Supercross? Since when? Oh, since I just did a front flip. Yeah, no, MX bikes on Supercross. Yeah, like I said, we'd be back on MX bikes. All the files were messed up. Got them fixed. Long story short, basically on that. But that's not what y'all are here for. Y'all are here for the Supercross Rewind. So that's what we're doing. I know, MX bikes on Supercross, considering I haven't even played MX bikes since like my last MX bikes video. Crazy to think I'm just like here on Supercross. We're gonna get it. We're gonna get through these whoops. We're gonna get it. We're gonna get it. We're gonna get it. Troy Jans, eat your heart out. Kidding. But, back here, Supercross Rewind for Anaheim 2. Rewind. Supercross Rewind for Anaheim 2. Triple Crown. What, RJ came out and won the first one. Levi Kitchen got the second one. Levi Kitchen, no, got second in the first one. Got second in the second one. Got third in the third one, I think, maybe? And then got the overall. Jordan Smith still leaving. Dude, Jordan Smith had a hell of a weekend for him. But then, yeah, pulled it out. And, I mean, he's leaving with the points lead, so that's all that matters on his part. It was some good racing. I'm really happy that. Oh, we almost got through that rhythm section. Actually, pretty decent. I'm really happy it wasn't a mutter. The track was actually pretty good. It looked decent enough to where like you could race on it and make some good passes, but at the same time, like we're gonna yeet. But at the same time, like it just provided for some really good racing. Yeah, I mean, honestly, even though it was a Triple Crown format, it wasn't very like eventful. You know, you had Jason and Jett, who could have had something happen between the three of them. I tried. You could have had something happen between Jason and Jett, but even then, 3 different races with them starting next to each other on the start. Like, 2 of them, they started next to each other. Yeah, no drama, no fireworks or anything like that from the 2 of them. Again, it was just a real uneventful A2. The track was, again, it was really cool. It was a really good passing track. Like, there was actually some really good, like, areas to pass and whatnot. And like I said, I do try to get these out a little bit sooner than Monday, but we're here. And, yeah, so Cooper Webb didn't have, like, he didn't win a race, but won the overall. He went 2-2-5 to get, like, first overall. Kind of crazy. He's looking good. Now, here's something that's probably, like, y'all are gonna think I'm insane for saying this. Jett Lawrence isn't gonna win another race this season. Hands down. And look, it's not like I don't have anything against the kid. Like, I literally don't have anything against the kid. The kid's a talented rider, a phenomenal rider. But I think, honestly, and dead serious, like, I think he got hurt whenever he cased that big quad, triple, whatever you want to call it. It's a tabletop with a double after. It's technically a quad, even though it's only one jump before the double. You know, it's technically a quad, but we'll call it a triple, a quad, whatever you want to call it. Just know that that's what we're talking about. And I actually think he hurt himself during that. Like, I broke my wrist and my ankle literally doing the exact same thing he did on that. Oh, we almost got it. We almost got the rhythm section. But, yeah, I think he actually hurt himself. And, like, again, he's coming out and he's riding fast, but, like, I don't think he set a fastest lap qualifier since he did that. Like, since he hurt his wrist, I don't think he's put in a fastest qualifying lap. And that's why I'm like, he He does not look, even at a track that was dry, he didn't look like the same Jett that showed up at A1. And now that could contribute to a couple different factors. Number one, his crash could have worried him a little bit, could have hurt him a little bit. But on top of that, like, so yeah, Jett came out A1 and made history as the first rookie to win their first ever Supercross race. Well, congratulations on it. Like, actually, congratulations on it. But let's think of it like this. Jett just won the SMX. He went 24-0. He spent all season testing with his brother. Both of them are like very similar riders, so like they basically have double the testing. And so like they probably came into A1 more prepared than anybody else. Him and Hunter both probably came in to A1 more prepared than anyone else. But oh, and like that's like, and he put a pretty dominating performance on at A1. But again, at A2, another track that is dry, on a track where again, so we've had, it was Jett, Chase, Aaron, Cooper. So Jett won his first one. Chase won the second race, and once Chase won the second race, he was like, okay, got a little bit more confidence in me. So Chase won that, got a little bit of confidence. Aaron Plessinger, like I said, don't sleep on the kid. He may have not been a title contender coming into the season, but Davey Millsaps wasn't a title contender coming into the 2016, 17, 18, whatever season that he almost won, maybe 13, 14, I don't remember. But there was a season that he almost won. Like, nobody expected him to be a championship contender. And he had the red plate up until he blew his ACL out. So that's what I'm saying on that. Don't count Aaron Plessinger out. Don't count Aaron Plessinger out due to the fact that the year that Cooper the first year Cooper won his championship on KTM, nobody expected him to be a title contender. He came out, won a race, then won 6 more, then had a championship, and then did it again. And so don't count Aaron out. Then you had like I said, we went Chase, Aaron, and then Cooper. Cooper again, and it's a weird thing. Cooper's one of those kids who he doesn't have to win to be confident. The fact that Cooper was up there in A1 and was battling and was causing Jason to worry more about Cooper than Jason's own race, that gave Cooper some confidence there. So that's why Cooper had confidence and was building confidence coming into this one. So he said it on the podium. It's a little weird to get the overall not having won a race, but that doesn't mean that so just think of that, he's confident in himself that he doesn't even have to win a race to get a fucking overall now at this point. So that's what he's confident enough that he literally just has to be consistent, and then at the end of the year he could have the championship, because looky there, 225 gets you first place overall. Well, what would happen if that was just a one race takes all? Not a single win, and the kid would have walked home with the championship. So he could pull a Ryan Dungey, Mr. Consistency, and not win a single fucking race and then still get a championship. Yeah, so don't count any of those guys out. And then at the same time, if Jett doesn't get another win this season, don't be surprised, because all of these other people have gained confidence, and Jett's confidence is definitely taking a hit. I'm sure he wasn't expecting the backlash he got. Oh god. I'm sure he wasn't expecting the backlash he got from the whole Jason stuff. I'm sure that he wasn't after he came into the season and just walked away with A1, he probably expected it to just be another, he was I'm about to make history making the first flawless Supercross season. And then next thing you know, he's not. He's coming back, and it's not a good race. It's not a good race. It's a okay. A2 was a decent race, but San Diego and San Francisco, both of those weren't that good. So it's like, damn, his confidence taking a little bit of a hit, and so we're gonna have to see on Jett's behalf whether he can. Oh, we're gonna have to see if Jett can get this done and come back from this. Again, if he doesn't, if he doesn't win a champion, if he doesn't get another win by the end of the year, don't be surprised. That's not to say he won't win next year, but like if he doesn't win one this year, don't be surprised. Now, there's an elephant in the room. There's a big elephant in the room, and it's the number 3. So, you know, Eli Tomac has never been a good qualifier. Like, he's never really been the fastest qualifier. Yes, he's had some races where he's been the fastest qualifier, but he's never been one of those who comes out and puts emphasis on the fastest qualifier. The past couple years, his starts have been on point, and he's been able to manage races due to his speed, stamina, and his just all-out fucking beast modeness. He's been able to, like, manage races from the front, where this year, and yes, he's literally come from, like, dead last to pass Ryan Dungey. That was, like, an amazing race. We've all seen that, and we all watched that race, and we're like, holy shit. But, that being said, it's different this year. The class is stacked. There's a lot of riders, like, dude, anyone all the way back to the top 8, like, anyone inside the top 10 could probably win at this point. Like, literally, anyone inside of the top 10 could win, probably. And that's, like, that's evident at the fact that Tomac's gotten 8th, and then he's gotten 4th, and then he's gotten this, and then he's gotten that, and then all of a sudden, he fucking wins after he gets a hole shot. And not only, like, barely wins, he convincingly just walked away with it. Walked away from Jett. Like, Jett started catching him, and then Tomac picked the pace back up and put another second back on him. Like, the lead on, once Jett got into second, went from, like, 3.0 seconds to, or, like, 4 point something seconds to barrel roll to 3.2 seconds, and then all of a sudden Tomac was like, oh, he's catching me. This lead was back up to 4.4 before anyone even knew it. So there is that. And the fact that, you know, we've all been worried about Tomac like he's not fast. Dude, he's just as fast as these guys. He's qualifying inside the top 5, which guarantee, if you're qualifying inside the top 5, you can go out and win Aaron Plessinger. Insert Aaron Plessinger here. Insert Eli Tomac here. Insert Cooper Webb. Insert any of these guys who aren't great qualifiers who went and won. Actually, I think Aaron Plessinger did set the fastest lap time that day. But, you get what I'm saying. The kid's not normally a fastest lap time guy, and then... What? He's normally not a fastest lap time guy, and then he comes out and wins. So... yeah, I think we finally got to see Tomac, and Tomac that's what I'm saying. Tomac, don't call him the Calvary. It's gonna be a crazy season of racing. We have 7 points that separate 5 people. And if you go back to 6 where Tomac is, it's only 10 points. So we have 10 points separating the top 6 people 4 races in. It's pretty good. That's pretty nice. We're in for a good season of racing. Just tell me we're not. Tell me we're not in for a good season of racing. Yeah, it's just, like, dude, it's a stacked class. However, Tomac, I think he's back. Tomac's back. Straight up, 100%. And I know, again, like, everybody had that second place at San Francisco in the mud, And people were like, oh, well, we can't really count that because it's a mud race. Well, okay, you can, but you can't count those races. Like, here's the thing. The cream rises to the top. The cream of the crop rises to the top every single time, no matter the conditions. No matter the conditions. Chase went out and got first that race. Chase went out and won that race, and nobody was like, oh, well, maybe Chase still has something to prove. Dude, Chase went out and won that race, and everyone's like, oh, thank God, Chase is on a KTM, everything's fixed, he won a race. Blah. But Tomac gets second, and everyone's like, oh, I don't know. I don't know. I know. The dude, like, mud's hard for everybody out there on the track. It's not just hard for Jett. It's not just hard for Chase or Eli or Roxon or Anderson or Webb or fucking any of it. It's not just hard for Prado. It's not just hard for fucking... I mean, it's probably easy for fucking Jorge Prado. He probably was... I mean, actually, when he came out, he looked like he didn't give a fuck about the rain. Won his heat race. So it's like, yeah, the rain isn't... It's not like the rain is easy for somebody and like... all of a sudden it's like, just because it's raining, you don't have to count that race. Like, yeah, you have to count that race too. Like, that's why the AMA counts that race for points. It's not like they just, oh, it's a rain race, then so never mind, we're not gonna count this race. Yeah, they count that race. So like, you can count that race whenever it comes to like, is Tomac back? Yeah, Tomac's back. Like, yeah, out of everybody, he was the second strongest person that night. Chase may have beat him, but Tomac's back. He's got the speed. He's got the talent. He's got the stamina. He's got the physical. Like, dude, it's a mud race. He's got the physicality. His ankle's good. So he just needed to get a start. Like, look at his starts, bro. His best start this season was like a fucking, well, before this whole shot was like a fucking 8th place start. And then he blew that. No. He had like a 3rd place start or something like last week or whatever. Yeah, in the mud. Last week he had like a 3rd place start and then blew it. He crashed or something. So that's what I'm saying. Like, the 2 races that Eli's gotten a good start, he's finished up front. So it's not like you can't. It's not like you can't. What the hell just happened? What the fuck? Yo, this game's easy. This game's easy for me, man. But no, I'm kidding. Yeah, both races that Tomac started up front, he's finished up front. So like, calm down. We are in for an amazing season of racing. Like, I am so stoked for the racing that we've got. Even if Tomac doesn't win the championship, everybody knows Tomac's my guy. I won't lie. Everybody knows Tomac's my guy. He's, like I said, in my eyes, he's one of the last like warriors, one of the last dudes who's fucking. Yo, as long as it's moving and attached, I'm gonna race. As long as my hands are still attached and moving, I'm gonna race. And so, like, he's my guy, and I got my money on him. But even if he doesn't race, we're in for or even if he doesn't win the championship, we are in for one hell of a good season. Because, wow, we're 4 races in and we're 4 winners different now. So it's like, hey, this is gonna be a hell of a season. And yeah, I'm looking forward to the racing. RJ Hampshire, Jordan Smith, Joe Shimoda. RJ and Jordan are probably the 2 who have the best shot in it there. I mean, don't get me wrong, Levi Kitchen. He definitely could do a thing. So could Nate Thrasher, but again, I don't really see those guys based off of their past performances. I don't see them being championship contenders this year. So yeah, we're just gonna have to wait and see to see. Well, we're gonna have to wait and see to see how this racing turns out. But I think, honestly, you're top 5, top 10 in points right now. You're gonna see those 10 get some wins this year. Again, I know you're like 10 people getting wins, dude. Yeah, I see 10 people getting wins. We still have Tomac who needs to get a win, so that'd be 5. Still got Jason who needs to get a win. That's 6. Still got Roxon who needs to get a win. That's 7. There's 7 people right there that could easily get wins over the next couple weeks, and I see them getting wins over. Like if you tell me that Jason, Roxon, and Eli aren't gonna win within the next 12 races, you're smoking crack. And I'll tell you that to your face. You're smoking crack. So, yeah, we could have 10 different riders win this year. And, like, dude, that's yeah, just the parity, the racing that's going to happen this year is going to be awesome. So, yeah. Keep your eye out for the number 3. Keep your eye out for the number 2. Like I said, a hot take, Jett Lawrence not gonna win another race this year. I know, super hot take, super duper hot take, but unless he, and I'm not saying he doesn't have the speed to, it's the confidence. He's getting beat down by these 450 guys. Like, welcome to the, and that's the thing, like, it's his first year in the 450 class having to deal with these guys. These guys have been doing it for years now. This is the big boy class. Feelings are gonna get hurt. Egos are gonna get bruised. And it's how you reply to that every single time. And that's just what I like. It doesn't seem like Jett is really, like, don't get me wrong, he's a mentally strong dude. But at the same time, it doesn't exactly seem like Jett is as mentally strong as some of these dudes who have already been in the 450 class for as long. Like, Jason's been doing this like shit where somebody hates him every year for the past like 5 years. That shit rolls off his back. Jett's not had to deal with the fans being mad at him. Everybody, like, it's gonna be interesting to see the rest of the year for Jett. Again, I'm not saying he's not talented enough to get the wins. I'm saying that his confidence may have taken a big enough hit where it's gonna be hard for him to win. And we'll have to see. We'll have to see coming into what is it? Are we going to East Coast this weekend? I think we go East Coast this weekend. I think we're going East Coast. Let me see. Oh, God. Let me just pull it up real fast. Hey, quick little thing here that I'm going to drop. I know where the MX versus ATV Reflex code is. Like, yeah, the physics code where everyone, the physics code that everyone's like, why can't any of the other games be this good? Yeah, I figured out where it is. I know exactly where it is. We're going to Detroit. Home of Chicka Slim Shady. So yeah, we're going to Detroit for the 250 East, and then we're going back west in Glendale. So yeah, we're going to get to see how the East Riders do this weekend. West Riders are going to get a little bit of a break. Jordan Smith going to go into Glendale when he gets back with the red plate still, even after a horrible A2. Couple crashes. I think he had one good race, the last one where he's like top 5 maybe. But yeah, horrible race for Jordan, and then still walking out with a red plate. So, I mean, we're going to see how they do. Holy crap, I wadded it so hard there. But we'll see how that goes. It's going to be a good racing season. I'm excited to see the East guys. Danger Boy, you know, we heard he got injured at the beginning of the year. Nobody confirmed it. And so that's why, like, again, that's why I didn't touch on it a lot or talk on it a lot. I only said something about it once in a video where I was actually mainly talking about Nate Thrasher getting crashed and getting hurt possibly. I'm just glad Nate Thrasher didn't break his collarbone whenever that shit happened, but Yeah, Danger Boy supposedly got hurt before the beginning of the year, so we'll see how that looks. We'll see what he looks like coming into the season. On the East Coast, I think he has... Who does he have? Who's he gonna be? I mean, shit. That's what the East Coast doesn't really seem like there's anyone that's gonna fucking race him or be like that hard of a race against him. But yeah, we'll see. We'll see how the East Coast comes around. And then honestly, we'll see if Eli can't get a whole shot and actually like again. Everyone's been working on their confidence, and yeah, we're in for a good racing. We're in good for some good East Coast racing. Tracks are a little softer over on the East Coast where they deteriorate a little bit more, which might fit. Like it might help Eli. It might help Eli Cooper. Some of these more aggressive, like physical riders, it might help these guys. So again, Jett might not win this weekend. If he doesn't win this weekend, who knows when he gets his next win? So it's just going to be a long season of racing. I'm going to call that there's going to be at least 7 to 10 different winners this season in the 450 class. So yeah, those are my hot takes. Jett's not going to win again, and 10 different Supercross winners this year. Yeah. We'll see you guys next time. Thanks for coming by, stopping by, all the support and everything. Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, leave your thoughts down there. And yeah, we'll see you next time.